Hi, everybody. Welcome to Love Life Heart Confessions. I'm your host, Intuitive Heart Healer, the Love Guru, and welcome. Today I'm talking about, the topic is I married my parents, and so will you, or maybe you have her already. And I will talk about that in just 1 minute. I want to give you the call-in number because I am going to be taking your questions today as well. So if you have any dating, relationship questions, feel free to send them my way. Before I start, let me just explain what an Intuitive Heart Healer means and Love Guru, because I happen to get the question, actually, what is Intuitive Heart Healer, a lot. First off, both those titles were given to me by Spirit several years ago. Love Guru came many years ago. And that was just, a fun kind of joking name. And then I guess you could say I kind of grew into it. Or maybe, my soul knew that Love Guru means teacher of love. So maybe back in the day, my soul just knew, or Spirit told me, hey, you're going to be the Love Guru. And Intuitive Heart Healer is the way that I use it is that I have the gift to open and heal your heart. So within talking to somebody, I do individual sessions. I'm able to get a sense of what's going on in their love life, what's blocking them from love, and then I help them go through exercises so that you guys can find the love that you desire and that you deserve. All right, so let's talk about our topic. I married my parents, and so will you. Okay, so an interesting thing happens. As many of you know, I recently got married, and I think that this phenomenon can happen whether you're in a long-term relationship or you're married. It doesn't matter whether you have the piece of paper or not. But when people say that whoever they're dating, whoever they're with, or whoever they're married to is very much like he's just like my dad like this, or she's just like my mom with this, very caring or very organized or whatever it might be. So what happens is when we're growing up, whoever is our caretaker, our parents, or whoever's raising us, when we go out into the world, unconsciously we're looking for a partner who's going to have those good traits of our caretakers and also their bad traits. So to us, our unconscious, even though we might have this list of things that we want in a partner, and no matter how hard we try to consciously attract a certain type of partner, our unconscious is at work there. And it's really, the way I look at it is spirit, the universe or God is at work there also. And they're going to bring you a partner that is going to have these good and bad qualities from whoever was your caretaker. And this is not, as far as the bad qualities, this is not something to hurt you or to punish you, but it's actually a way to heal you. Because if you're human on this earth, you are you're wounded. We all have wounded parts of ourselves that we just get as we're growing up, and that's why we're here. We're here to heal ourselves. That's why we come to this earth, to heal ourselves. So when we partner up in relationship, in partnership, this is a great opportunity for us to get healing. So what happens is we find a partner, yes, with maybe all those things on the checklist, all those things that we were desiring, but we also are going to get this partner that kind of rubs against us, that maybe frustrates us, and this doesn't have to be right off the bat. This maybe will happen over time, and for some people maybe it's more extreme, and others it's more subtle. In my relationship, it ended up being very extreme, and I think that what happened was also, I think it's maybe looked at as extreme is because I had the awareness there. I was very, I'm an awakened person. I'm very aware. So when things were going on, I kept on knowing what was happening, and I was like, oh, my goodness, now I got to heal this. Now I got to take care of that. Now I got to take care of this. Also this is stuff that I teach, so I'm sure that I was maybe getting an extra dose of whatever because I'm here teaching these lessons. You know how I actively share with you guys the lessons that I learn in finding the one. I share that every step of the way, and now that's what I teach to my clients. And now I'm in relationship, and this is what I'm teaching you now and sharing with you every step of the way. So it's something to be aware of, and I think that, in our society, the information that's out there, I think, does a great disjustice to us because we are under the impression that relationships are here to make us happy, for someone to maybe sit on the couch with and hold hands and cuddle and watch TV, and all these great things, which, yes, relationship definitely is that. But the purpose of relationship also on a spiritual, from a spiritual perspective, and of course, yes, to bring us joy and all those things, we need to find that within ourselves first. But from the spiritual perspective, a relationship is here for us to see parts of ourselves that are wounded, that need healing, and relationships are brought to us to help us heal. So if you can find a partner that, no doubt, these issues are going to come up, these things about them are going to rub up against you and be frustrating or upsetting. But if you are able to attract a partner or talk, to communicate with your partner and say, let's understand that we are using each other. We're here to share in the growth and to support one another in each other's healing, to learn from one another. And this is an active process. And I really feel like this is the wave of the future. I mean, I think that, the energy has changed since we've been in the 2012 New World energy. And I feel like that paradigm has changed. In the past, men were from Mars and women are from Venus. And we didn't really understand one another, and we needed these guidebooks to understand one another. And there was conflict, and, hey, there's going to be some things that you don't like about your partner, and you just kind of ignore them or you compromise. That's like a favorite word there. But I feel like moving forward in this energy of 2012, it's about partnership as far as we are learning and growing together. We are supporting one another in that way, and we understand, we're having this conscious relationship. We understand that this is our purpose in partnership. It's not about just going to the movies on Friday or Saturday night or going out to eat or playing tennis with one another. And again, sure, these can all be fun, and it's also not about just having kids, procreating. Again, yes, these are all great things, and we can all experience that with our partner, but I really feel like the main reason why partnership is brought to us is to help us heal, to make us more whole as far as us as a person individually more whole, not for this person to complete us. So I really feel like the new paradigm is that in relationships is that we're here supporting one another in our growth. We're both actively learning. We're both actively growing. We're both actively sharing with one another, and we're both actively consciously creating our lives together. We understand we're both creators in this world, and we can create any kind of life together that we want. So the whole idea that we're going to be in this conscious partnership. And I think that in the past, maybe just some people had awareness of this or some people had desire for this. But now in this energy of 2012 and moving forward, the energy has changed. And people are becoming awakened and more aware of how we create our world. And this is what partnership is for. Okay, so that is my story. That is the topic today about I married my parents, and so will you. Again, I'm taking your calls in just a few minutes here, 805-727-7106. I want to tell you again where you could find me on the web. It's at loveguru.net. I'm happy to guide you along your way if you feel like there's some things that you want to heal in your life that's blocking you from finding love. I'm happy to help you with that. I also help individuals when they are in relationships because issues come up and we need to work through them and heal them so that we can get along better and we can enjoy our lives more. And I also very strongly help everybody with developing their intuition and loving themselves, because every relationship that you're in starts with a love, a strong love, and a strong relationship that you have with yourself. Okay, so and I help you develop that more and learn what your gifts are so that you can better share them with the world and better serve. Okay, so I'm going to go to our first caller here.